All right, hit it, guys. A one, a two, a one, two, three.
Oh, let's start with.
This is what I like to call the ass whistle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, deer come a running every time the ass starts a whistling.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't smell like KY jelly, you're all right.
Depends what kind of deer you're in the market for. Lordy, lordy. Look at us now. We got our big boy pants on.
Yeah, we're full steam ahead.
Full steamer.
Yeah.
Storms a brewing down this way. How's it look up yonder?
Oh yeah, it was pouring before. It's not raining right at the moment. The sun's poking out again.
There you go.
Yeah, it was pissing this morning on me when I was trying to work.
Pissing down your neck and telling you it's rain.
You know, I'm redoing the floor in a box truck, and
Okay.
I was in a toss up for so long, like what I should use for floor, and I was gonna get pressure treated, but all the shit at Lowe's is just, it looks like garbage. Unless you go and you buy the fucking $60 board, which it's not pressure treated. It's just raw lumber. So of course I bought that and loaded it all into the truck, and then it started pissing. So
there you go.
I got it home. Yeah, I got it home all wet, and I got it in the truck. I got it in the truck drying out. So I was planning to coat it and paint it, before I installed it.
Oh, no.
I got to let it dry out now. Let it dry.
Well, how do you keep that big board from curling up on you?
Well, it didn't really get that wet. It didn't get soaked. Like the one board, just the top, like the one half got rained on, and like the other three were relatively dry. Just some raindrops moving them in and out.
And once you get the boards in this truck, you're gonna start delivering your number 2 to the good people of America.
No, it's not my truck. So.
Oh, there you go. It sounds like Woik.
Yeah, it's some fucking bullshit work. So.
Yeah. Whack Arnold.
Yeah.
Bullshit. I hear you. This week is full of it.
Yeah, just to make some fucking cash, to afford to make these quality broadcasts.
Well, the studio equipment's not going to buy itself. That's for sure.
No, it's not.
You think I get this kind of microphone quality without a toothpick and isopropyl alcohol? You must be living in some sort of dreamland.
Yeah.
It's been a busy week at the Breaking Wind Dialogue channel.
Has it?
No.
Wow, it sounds like you were busy. Oh.
I was busy.
You were busy.
The channel in and of itself, I don't think is too busy. Seems like we got.
Well, I saw a lot of celebrity endorsements. A lot of celebrities coming forward to give us the old nod.
Well, let me tell you, man, it doesn't come without a hefty cost. I've sustained my first thumbs down.
Really?
I took a blow to the old ego. I mean, if you want to destroy your ego quickly, folks, get a celebrity endorsement from a dead black comedian.
Yeah, and then you got a thumbs down on the video to boot.
Apparently, I had laid a red herring.
Well, which one are we talking about? The Bernie Mac or
you mean
Cosby?
Murney back? I'm not looking to get sued here.
Bernie Mac,
Murney,
Bernie
Ernie,
back.
Ernie back. Ernie
Yeah,
Kovacs. Ernie Kovacs has risen
yeah,
from the grave.
yeah,
Yeah. But we're lucky to have the support of the comedic community.
yeah.
And
Well, we have quite an extensive legal department as well. So
that's one good thing about our overlords is they know the letter of the law
yeah,
and
we,
they're ready
we
to help at any given moment.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Always
it was
willing to lend a helping hand.
you can imagine my surprise when the cause was backing our podcast, or
Yeah.
what they call a podcast, because apparently that's what the language people understand.
Are we on that other platform yet, or are you still?
Well, we're on some untreated wood that's just been rained on. That's kind of the platform, and it doesn't look like the weather's going to change anytime soon. So you can expect plenty of warping and trips back to Lowe's.
Right.
Yeah, so that seems to be our foundation we've laid.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not there yet. No,
Well, we don't have to be.
no, we don't. Hallelujah! That's
Yeah.
music to my ears.
Yeah. No pressure.
No, definitely no pressure, but it does. I do get these bits of inspiration when these notable celebrities endorse the show. They must really like it. It makes me
Yeah.
wonder what it is what it is they enjoy about the show so much.
Yeah. Well, they're at least tuning in. So
Yeah. And
that's
you'd think they'd share it with their friends. We're almost in the double digits. Maybe that's the huge spike we're celebrating. Up to
yeah.
9 subscribers from 7.
I think Badlands Chugs was up to 950 last time I checked.
Nine
Nine
hundred
hundred.
fifty thousand.
Yeah, 950,000.
Yeah, he must be getting
Uh,
nervous. I hope.
drinking beverages quick. So maybe that's what we should angle on. Maybe put like 90-second chug challenge in the title of these videos.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's been suggested by the legal department or the advertising department at the BWD LLC that we have a branding issue. We have a severe, near fatal branding issue. That's what they said to me.
Yeah.
And they
Well,
first it was suggested that the insinuation that a breaking wind is a fart is that's sort of leaving the gate with a 3-legged horse. And
okay.
I
That's like
told them don't worry about that.
what they thought it was negative, like it's
Well,
positive.
they did until I turned that W upside down.
Oh, all right.
And
So
then
they got the idea.
well, after the applause died down, the conversation could continue. And it seemed like the consistency of the imagery is a plus. And the research department went into the tags research and development, which really stimulated the Murney back focus group.
That's probably where that thumbs down came from.
Yeah, that's where it comes. But at least I was able to. I was able
Hashtag.
to. I was able to take the hit at the United States of Retardica channel, so that Breaking Wind wouldn't sustain a thumbs down. So you're welcome. My reputation is really taking a hit.
It's taking one for the team, bud.
Yeah. You know, they also suggested, the RD department suggested that maybe using the word retard in my name was sort of leaving the gate with a two-legged horse.
Uh-huh.
And
how many legs do we want this horse to have?
Well, that's what I said. I said, well, a bipedal horse probably runs a lot faster because it's carrying less weight.
Yeah. If the other two are blade legs.
Well, you know, that's luckily enough, we allocated some funds to get some horse legs. And I turned the R upside down. And it was really no applause. Really, these meetings really get confused. I left early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I had a doctor's appointment.
Nobody ever calls me for these meetings.
You know, the phone just rings and rings and rings.
Yeah.
You must be.
So there are no complaints as far as content goes?
No.
The show's content is good?
The show's content is superior.
So it's just the title, the working title, and...
Well, you know, I didn't want to bring it up, but they did suggest that we adjust our titles to fit the expectations of a retarded audience and bring up topical subjects maybe in the first 3 minutes of the show so that you can put them in the title and then copy and paste the exact title into the tags. And this will stimulate the algorithm's appetite for more information. And what you do is you just put variations of these words into your tags that mirror your titles. Then when the listeners click in and they get through the first few fart noises, they're really curious to hear about your latest take on some retarded fucking issues you don't care about in the first place. So basically, the idea is to not censor yourself, but make your title so bland that it's attractive to people you hate.
Okay.
What do you think? Sounds like a go?
Well, what are we going to title this then? Because the first 3 minutes we kind of didn't, I don't know what we talked about.
What did we talk about?
What would this topic be?
Well, I would say our horse got faster. For sure. That's scientifically provable.
So we'll call this one Go Belmont. Like the horse. When's the raceway opened?
Isn't that this is topical by accident? Wasn't there a horse race recently?
I don't know.
Was it the Derby?
Something.
Fuck, we're gonna have to hire an intern. I don't think we can afford it to hire anybody really. We're gonna have to get an intern.
I don't keep up with a lot of these current affairs.
Me either. Maybe we just put that in the title, like Breaking Wind Dialogues Show Episode 14. The latest current affairs! Exclamation point. Maybe like a semicolon parentheses winky face.
Yeah, like a date stamp on there.
Yeah, a date stamp. I don't know what that means.
Well, like we'll put like a time stamp, like a Bible verse, like John 3:16.
that might help some of these Christians that are on the fence.
Yeah. Like must watch, before it's deleted type of thing.
Oh yeah, that's what you do. Hey, now we're cooking. All right, let's have now you're at the meeting. welcome to the meeting, Mr. Mumbles. What was it that Ernie Back called you? Mumbles, under breath, McFlurry tone.
Yeah, well, he was allowed to get away with things like that.
You can't, argue with a man
No.
who's dead and funny.
Yeah.
But somehow the cause didn't garner the same sort of, didn't lay the same bait. I don't know. I'm confused.
Well,
All right.
I was thinking about that whole topic that after we spoke last time, even if we're supposed to believe, like the way these things work is like that. The character is created not always by the corporate backer, but that character was independently created before he was involved with any corporate backers. So that like what they do throughout the course of your career, as you make say like advancements, or as you advance up the ladder, they need to make sure they have a certain amount of collateral to blackmail you with in the future. So like that's kind of like they always set the stage, and even if it's a character name, they're still assassinating the character.
Sure.
Of the character.
Well, it's like
so now that character can't really work in Hollywood anymore because of all the bad rap he got. So he's got to either kill his own character off and create a new one, or if he's still in bed with some of these corporations, they do it for him. But
that's right.
I don't know.
We can do this the easy way, or we could do this the hard way.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like the cause, I don't know if he's independent or if he's still in bed with somebody, but they play these things out one way or another.
Well, he told me privately, I am in the bed with a couple of people. This is true, and that is a wrap. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And I said, all right, that's okay. I don't care. Thanks for the 7 views.
Yeah, I don't know. Like sometimes, like they put stuff on TV that's it's not always entirely fake. There's
sure it's got to be wrapped in something believable or something realistic. It's like everything. Everything is like that. So the meeting is now in session.
Right.
Celebrity endorsements are only going to get us so far. What do you? And neither one of us follows any current events. I basically am watching. I don't even watch your like list too much anymore, except the watermelon tutorials.
Yeah, that guy is pretty badass.
Yeah, I mean he's sort of he could probably Featureman.
Featureman, right?
Yeah, he could definitely guest host for me any time.
I think he could guest host for both of us at the same.
We should just give him the show.
Yeah, props. Hats off to that old man.
Well, there's something definitely. You don't find many old dudes like that kicking it like kicking it like that.
Yeah, he's a real guy,
Yeah, he's a real guy. Sets it up and he knocks him down.
Yeah,
and his grasp of technology is just enough to get a yuck out of you.
Yeah, he's armed and dangerous with that computer of his, I suppose. He's you know, one or two times he fooled me pretty good with
Oh.
with the CGI that he pulls off.
when his shirt went blue screen.
No, like when he was guarding his three cars. I was like, yeah, this right. This fucking must be really fucking blaring, you know? Like, the ground just looks so bright.
That's what I thought.
Right there. But
I said something. Well, there we go. So we got Featureman. Here's one way we can up the views is that we can reach out to our. Oh God, I'm getting nauseous just talking about it.
just start saying people's names, and we'll post the video link on their sites.
Well, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Is like the first 3 minutes we get on, we do our farts.
Yeah.
We say, "What's up, Craig?" I say, "Motherfucker." You tap. You make a tapping noise and pack the bowl, and then we just go down the list, just one at a time. Just Donald Trump. Who else? That's all I got. I don't know. I don't know who else is out there. Donald Trump.
Who's even the vice president? That Pence guy, right?
Yeah, that guy.
It's like, that's as much as I know, right there.
All right, so we're stirring up the controversy.
Yeah.
So we don't even need 3 minutes to do that. All right. Well, we got Donald Trump. We got Chugs. We got Badland Chugs. We got Featureman.
Yeah.
What else are we not going to talk about during this episode?
I don't know.
Snooki, is that a thing?
Snooki, is that the Jersey Shore show thing?
Is that still relevant?
I don't know.
Leonard Nimoy. Who else is hot? Who else is trending nowadays?
Yeah, I was just reading something about Vulcan.
Oh, no. We don't want to spend too much time on it. We have to move on. Reading about some... you can vulcanize metal. Yeah. Yeah,
well, I was saying, like, we should just, mention, like, everyday, like, YouTubers and then after the show's over, take the link and like go to their comments section and like just drop the link in there and be like, these guys are talking about you in the show.
Oh, there we go.
And then that gets the click, you know. It's really we're just fishing for the clicks,
which is called trolling.
Well, fishing.
All right, fishing with a T. Trishing.
Yeah.
Or foaling.
What's that other fucking channel? My name's Travis with the C8.
I like 20% of those things, and then the other ones I get. I don't know. I get ill. The ones with the dudes sitting up in the hills is good, man.
Oh yeah.
Give me your you gonna give me your money or nah?
Yeah, come on, dude. Yeah.
Sup?
Yeah. Is it alright if I chill here?
Chill if I chill here.
I like the other ones with the gas station fucking place where everybody's like fucking they just come in and like rob the fucking
you watch those. I always like sympathize with the victim too much. It hurts my feeling to watch somebody get caught. It reminds me of my days of Pearl Paint.
Oh yeah,
I never had a successful heist there.
Some guys steal like fucking 5 sandwiches.
I see
sandwiches from the gas station,
which is the finest. The finest meals that money can't buy.
But he does some pretty good like voiceovers, that make it kind of funny. A lot of the times they're funny, like he'll make a song out of it, like do a
Yeah,
song.
he's got music and everything. See,
Yeah.
It's the
Baby
effort.
thief. Baby thief.
See, these things, I don't know if it's because my autism is so, full spectrum that I can't understand. It takes a lot of energy for me every day just to be here in this realm.
Yeah.
That when I see someone who makes a song, uploads a video, edits stuff, does a voiceover. I mean, I know these things take a lot of time and effort.
Yeah.
And I also know that there's a cap on how far you can go without compromising so many things. For example, like what we're talking about, adjusting your content to fit some sort of format that's more attractive. But also, you can't do a live stream unless you have something like 1,000 subscribers. So that's why these. Here's something that's always driven me crazy.
How do we get power chat?
I mean, is that something that you want? I don't know what it is, but it sounds like it makes your asshole hurt. I think what you need to do is get like a British accent and then just start talking about, what can we talk about? What we need is a weirder accent. You have a great voice, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's like, it's deep. Have you ever heard Robert Anton Wilson speak?
Yeah.
He's got that sort of dry wit. You described yourself as monotone, but it's not monotone. But it's an undertone.
Undertone. If I'm just like talking like normal, then it's very to me it's like I don't know.
It's like you're on death's door.
Yeah, I don't like put a lot of like it just takes a lot of energy for me to talk.
I hear you.
I just feel like it's like a lot. Like I'm expelling a lot of energy with words.
My acupuncturist 3 years ago said my kidneys were weak because I talk too much.
But like then like if I just talk in my normal voice, like like I talk low and like if like I try and talk to the wife in like a normal tone or what would be like a normal tone for me, like it comes across as like me being an asshole or yelling at her. I have to talk in like the baby voice, like how I would talk to the animals, like in the fucking like I gotta talk all fucking sweet and nice, just so I don't come across like I'm upset or pissed off.
I hear you. Or when you're eating watermelon or corn on the cob, you talk with a certain inflection, which could be misconstrued.
Yeah, it all depends on my my mood. I am very moody a lot of times.
Well, that's what we're. I think probably one of our most attractive qualities is that we're like a cruise ship, and you don't know really what the destination is. In fact, we don't ever really leave port, but there's a lot of stoned retards on board and playing shuffleboard, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a good time.
Yeah, I'm trying to have fun.
Can't beat the price.
No.
And so keeping the meeting on track here.
Yeah.
Is that some in the title something we want to do? Must see, shocking, truth revealed, YouTubers exposed.
Yeah, all of those,
You know,
all of them.
all those are good. We're gonna have to shorten. We're gonna have to shorten because the title, because Breaking Wind Dialogue Show takes up a lot of character space,
It does.
and we've got a cap, so we might just have to go with the. For some reason, I just got irritable bowel syndrome. IB
Yeah,
BWD number 14. It's terrible, but it gives us plenty of space for
yeah. I think
breaking news YouTubers exposed.
that's just gonna. I think it's gonna make it look muddy. You know, like I would just. I don't know. I would
What
just do the
should we?
breaking winds with number 14.
Yeah.
The underscore.
Well, we cleaned that up, and I do miss those underscores.
Yeah, yeah. But whatever. I don't know. I think we're thinking about it too much.
No, but
I
we
think,
got to think. We got to put a little effort into thinking about it because there's
well,
been.
it's. I mean, we could do these things organically, get grassroots, like what you're talking about, and like just try and plaster the links and the page, put all the tags, and do all the legwork ourselves, or we could like partner with YouTube and like monetize, and they'll do all the work for us.
What does that mean
And then,
exactly?
and then
Monetize.
well, then they'll just insert ads into our videos.
Oh, you know that could probably fit in real nicely. Is that what happens? Oh, okay. So when
But then they're gonna put those videos on top. You know, like the monetized stuff, they're gonna put on people's feeds
yeah.
a lot more easily than something that's not monetized.
Well, check it out. We're basically running a 2 hour and 38 minute show. It's coming
Uh,
out to be about 2.5 hours.
okay.
I don't imagine more than a couple of people have the fortitude to sit through that.
Well, that's the another thing we could do is change the format, like the higher side chats, where like the first hour is free, and the second hour is like for for premium subscribers only.
do
You
you
know.
do you want to hear more of the same thing again that you can hear 3 days from now, or do you want to pay the big bucks?
Yeah, yeah. All it's just some people just like to spend the money, and
Well, like you said, we get well, okay. So if we monetize and they put the ads on there, the benefit is that they put us. This is all speculation and just playing around. I enjoy talking about these things. I don't really have any a horse in the race. I got a bipedal horse with broken
yeah,
legs, so I don't really care. But just
yeah,
out of sheer curiosity, sort of just running experiments, I was shocked. Within a day, Bernie Mac's endorsement got United States of Retardica with the 6 subscribers. Rest in peace, subscriber number 7. Um, I don't know what I could have said
yeah.
or done, but the
Must have been
cool.
a Bernie. Must have been a real fan. Real,
Well, it was before that. I think it was the kohlrabi vegetable incident.
oh,
Yeah, I
huh.
think for some reason is it coincidence? I don't know. Pay for the second half of the show to find out, was it coincidence what happened to subscriber number 7, or was it a shill?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, so
That's
all right.
weird.
So
So,
I
what do
don't
you
I
think
don't really
happened?
I don't really care. Oh, what really happened? Was
Yeah,
subscriber number 7?
with the kohlrabi. Why do you think the kohlrabi had something to do with it?
Well, it would just only, guilt by association is after I put that up. It's someone had had enough. They're like, I like the paintings. Uh, it was, that hasn't happened in a while. It's, the weird
Yeah,
ones, the slow motion typewriter. Okay, I don't really understand. Seems like an inside joke.
yeah,
There's a lot of swirling images.
I don't see why like we don't get more subscribers that just don't hit the subscribe thing and don't get the notifications. You know, that like I subscribe anytime I see a video that I like, I subscribe, but I make sure that the bell is off so I don't get the notifications all the time.
Oh, I see. This is like almost studying Japanese, listening to you describe that. But I I do understand enough, even though my grammar, YouTube grammar, is a little rusty here. Yeah, I got you. I mean, this is why it's so bizarre to watch these things with the clear head of someone that doesn't ingest a lot of media, is not up to date, doesn't watch television. I really don't even listen to music that I know the lyrics to anymore because it kind of drives me insane unless it's in one of your videos. I enjoy it. But people always, these YouTube, what do they call them, content creators? It's a little bit lofty, don't you think? When
Yeah.
when the Lord God's creators start their video, they always say, "Hey guys." It's always, "Hey guys, hey
Yeah.
guys, hey guys." Is this
Yeah.
something? Is it a class that they took? Is this like the Defense Military School of Journalism, where you click your fingers and you say, "Hi guys," and it snaps someone to attention? Focus group. That's the word. That's the phrase. Focus group. I think episode number 2 or 3. I was trying to think of.
That's what you wake up all this time.
Yeah, man. Focus group.
Ah,
Yeah.
well,
Is some
back and
focus group decided, "Hey guys" is the perfect
well, like
phrase to get people to hang in there?
that's like the activation word, like a trigger word.
Yeah, trigger
Act,
word.
activate the fucking audience.
Well, it's undeniable that everything since the late 80s has been neurolinguistic programming in all aspects of advertising,
Yeah, I was
text
laughed
copy,
at. I
radio.
used to be laughed at when I do. Anytime I used to bring up NLP and stuff like
Man,
that, people would laugh at me about that shit. I'm like,
who's laughing now? Nobody,
yeah,
because they're all fucking tranced out by the NLP. They're immersed in it so deeply they don't
yeah,
understand that they're talking in NLP.
yeah.
It's so bizarre to be in New York where there's every accent in the world, but the majority of people who are in a certain demographic all have exactly the same fucking accent. And
Yeah, I feel like
it's a television accent. It's a neurolinguistically programmed accent.
yeah. I don't know where my accent stems from. I I mean, I lived in
Fucking
New York my whole life, but like a lot of people think I'm from like the South or something, but
well, you got a sweet syrupy butter tongue, but you got that salty carpetbagger Yankee je ne sais quoi that keeps them coming back for more. It's definitely, I hear New York in your voice. Like you have one of those voices that uh, I wish I had. All of my all of my carbon dioxide shoots out of my two fucking nose holes.
oh yeah, see, I
That
can't breathe out of my nose like at all.
that's why we're the perfect combination.
That's yeah, that's why I'm always breathing fucking heavy because
Are you?
my nose is always fucking like at least one nostril would be fucking like closed. You know, like very seldomly do I get to breathe out of my nose unobstructed.
Oh, I could help you
Yeah.
with that if you ever. I've got some great remedies. You have to put a lot of warm liquid in your ass, but once you get over the you know that.
Yeah, I mean, like when I like tailor my diet to like and I don't like cheat myself like I usually do with like the whole milk dud veganism. Like when I'm on fucking like a good diet,
Yeah,
like
clears up.
a lot of my yeah, a lot of my ailments go away. But uh, yeah, like talk about like not wanting to be here, or like I just always had that like feeling like it's like I'm not supposed to be here, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. I think that's
being allergic to everything. Like I'm literally allergic to everything they could test for, and I've had asthma like my whole life, and told me I had COPD and shit. but
you got
like
comped.
yeah. So like I've always been like reliant on breathing medication. Again, when I fix my diet, I'm
Yeah,
I'm, I'm fine. But more often than not, I'm fucking either stress eating or eating the wrong shit. So
I hear
it's,
you.
but like it kind of like put in. I saw this one movie, After Earth or something, with Will
Sounds
Smith.
familiar. Oh yeah, just crazy again. I never watch movies, and just like a week ago, I fucking watched that thing.
It was Will Smith
How
and
did
his
you do
kid,
that?
right? The one with
Yeah,
his kid.
yeah,
Yeah, and like the kids always like like they go on that little like mission, and he's like got to use that thing to breathe like every day.
yeah.
I'm like that's like what I feel like. Like I'm on a fucking strange planet, and I need something to breathe because they're not in my home environment.
Yep, yep. That's you got the big willy eye. I I hear you. I don't belong here, or I do belong here, and somebody's fucking everything up.
But I
You
don't
know,
believe in outer space, so I'm fucked.
I know this is the problem, man. But once you get rid of outer space, it's like, well, where the fuck did I come from? And it only leaves you one ethereal option. Oh, unless you go new agey, and then you can start, coming from dimensions and shit like that, which is just allegory for something else. But
Well, I think the dimensions are just diameters of the circle.
that
My
makes complete sense.
I never actually got to elaborate or like lay out my entire model of like the universe. Like I think like we have rings basically. Like so if we're looking down on it, um, it'll look like a bullseye. So like
Yeah, exactly.
we're on the innermost ring or we're in the center basically.
Yeah, the center ring.
Yeah. So like outside the ice wall, you drop back into the ocean and you have more continents and similar scenario that they're in all encircled by another wall and
Yeah,
so on and so on, at least like seven times say.
yeah,
uh, but like we're in like the concave like a dish, so it's like a fishbowl. So
yeah.
like the stars that we see, they're terrestrial. We can walk through them if we're able to get over the ice walls.
I see.
You
Are
know,
they?
and
They're not like in my head. The lights are kind of like rainbows. You can keep going towards them, but never get to them, and then at certain angles they just disappear. You're saying these are like physical places you can go to, like they're
yeah, but
giant.
it's beyond the stars. I mean, the stars are fixed in the celestial sphere that's in the center of the universe, right?
Right.
And in the center of that, who knows what? That's just be like a dolphin's blowhole or something.
I think that's where they keep the good pussy.
But like as far as what they would consider another planet, it would be, yeah, you might be able to take a space flight there, but you're just cutting across the open expanse
Exactly.
inside the fishbowl.
And
So you
puddle
go
jumping.
one side of the fishbowl to the other side.
Yeah.
Whether it's in a spaceship or if you're walking along the surface, in a like by land and sea,
Right. One of those bipedal leg horses. Get you there in no time.
Well, yeah, it's just the cold weather that you have to worry about.
So they say.
That's like their fence. That's the that's how they keep people from exploring.
Yeah, that and stories and physical enforcement if need be. If the stories don't scare you enough, then they have some weaponry or prisons or some goons. And if the money doesn't keep you out, yeah, it's gotta be something like that where the concentric circles, the rings within rings. Just looking at anything, everything seems to be built like that. There's the internal, whatever you want to say, the internal organs or the internal system, and then there's a skin around it that encapsulates it, and then there's the expanse beyond that, and there's an encapsulation around that, and it seems to be based on pressure and temperature and how space, like actual space from here to there, or what we're immersed in, reacts to temperature and pressure and density and all of that good shit. But that's pretty hard to squeeze into a title on YouTube and get any viewers. We need to be more provocative.
Yeah.
The
unboxing. Maybe we put unboxing.
So funny. I thought about that. Like, what could we unbox? So, like, what's another one? ASMR unboxing. I don't even know what ASMR stands for, but
I forgot. I used to know.
See, like our only hope is to slowly, like a mold, kind of creep up out of the floorboards, and that becomes our grassroots. Like people could only find us by accident, but I do know once you get to a certain point, there's kind of a cap that gets hit, because I watched real people. God, there was a guy a long time ago. He hit the skids. Typical kind of middle-aged white guy. He started growing a beard because he got a divorce, and he was talking about it a little bit. But he had a great sense of humor, and he was, a bunch of non sequiturs and just kind of talking to himself, doing voices and whatnot. But he learned, this was maybe 3 years ago, he learned at the time, how to grow your channel. And he was unemployed, divorced, gaining weight, growing a beard, and just kind of losing his shit, basically. Yeah. And said, fuck it, I'm just going to go for this YouTube thing and become a content creator. And he studied his stuff. And
you're talking about Richie from Boston?
No, because that dude's obviously got the key to the city. Like he knows he's allowed to perpetuate his brand, so to speak. But this guy did all the stuff. He was a legitimate dude, but he came up with a little catchphrase, and he's like, "Man, I hate doing this." But he'd start his show. It wasn't really a show. It was just him shirtless in front of his computer. But he was funny enough and entertaining enough, and he was talking about the realm and where most channels and most people would not go far enough when they're talking about the layout of the Earth, or now there's no outer space. How do we conceptualize this? Where most people stop and they say, well, it's a video game, whatever. Yeah. He would, go more into, well, like, what is death? Is breathing actual an electrical phenomenon? Does the Earth breathe? These sort of things that were exciting about, like in 2015, there were more real people talking about that stuff. So he was there, and he generated an audience pretty quickly by, learning. I don't think they had tags at the time. Maybe they did. But no, he grew. But then the last, I don't know, whatever, I can't remember, but the last few months that he was on, he was like, I keep hitting this cap around 600 subscribers. And for no reason, I'll lose 70 subscribers in one day, but then I'll gain 50 for no reason. And then it'll kind of trickle down and then come up. And he's like, this is a fucking game. And he was like he was a genuine dude. He was like, this is a fucking game. It's fucking rigged. I put all this fucking energy into building this shit, and YouTube won't let me go beyond a certain limit, whether it was the algorithm that was preset. But it's not like censorship. It's just like, well, if you want to get to the next level, you have to be allowed to do it. And I don't.
You have to play ball. You got to be a
Got to play ball. That's it.
You know, you got to unbox the silver fucking play button and all that bullshit.
So gross.
And you know, you got to monetize the shit, and or at least have some sort of fucking sponsor.
And that's what make you do.
Exposure, yeah. That's the only way they're going to give your shit exposure.
So it's like a dude like me. This is where I always get right up to the edge of the ring, and then I back out, because it's like, I'm not going to pay for shit. I'm not going to do something cool and then put some new age commercial. Yeah. You know, you have to sit through for 30 seconds because I like that shit. I don't want to do that to somebody else.
It makes sense when you really think about it. Like, you know, money is essentially worthless. It's just our blind faith that we accepted for something of value. Something of value. Yeah. So, you know,
it's agreement.
Really just about the energy levels that they can expel from you.
Well, that's it, isn't it? It all kind of comes down to that. When you get to the level of thinking that we're at, you start to think of things not in the form of like financial or monetary loss or gain. You think of it as in the sense of energy. Like, that's okay. I don't need to.
Yeah, if I I'm reading like the last couple of videos I read out of the book, you know, like you know, like if I fucking mess up like more than once, like I don't really try again, you know, like if I don't get it, like I'm not gonna waste my fucking time like trying to fucking
God,
a perfect video and shit. Yeah, you know, I don't really care if you're listening or not.
You're one step of quality above me, because I don't even attempt to do anything. Like the other day, I woke up and channeled
you do some pretty quality content. I thought, you know, I'm always impressed with your whatever montages or your song. Oh, any of the graphics, all your graphics are always pretty nice and tight, you know.
Wow, well, that's funny because it's just a free app, and then like if I got something stuck in my head, I'll put about 2 minutes of effort to go do an image search, and then the first things that pop up, like I look up, okay, let me look up Bernie Mac, and then it's like, all right, I'll get the 6 sort of more interesting looking facial contortions of Bernie Mac. Yeah, this is going to be a winning 40 seconds. And then I just put it in the free app, and it's already got all the text there, and you know, it's already got all the free royalty-free music, which is hilarious because it's some of it's kind of cheesy, some of it's kind of good, you know, and it gets a desired effect. But basically, those things, they never start. It's not like I'm participating in the process. The other day, I woke up with a headache. Yeah. And I had gone to sleep listening to episode 13 or whatever, and for some reason, like the Chugs, what's his name? BadLands Chugs. It just doesn't stick in the mind. BadLands Chugs just it was stuck in my head, and it just made me laugh. That, I mean, what's not to make you laugh? Like, what is it that this guy is in the realm of YouTube successful in generating interest? And like you and I consider to be two creative individuals. You know, maybe not interesting to listen to for 3 hours, but certainly interesting enough. You know, I make myself laugh, And that's
Yeah, but like if I could dedicate myself to doing this, not even full time, just like if I had um like the stress lifted off of me that I didn't have to do anything else to create a source of income,
yeah.
then I would be a lot more free to creatively, and I could put a lot more energy into creating good content and shows. But
Yeah, maybe not. It's like what you really
oh
need to do is just get sick enough that you get scared, and then all the things that you like go away, and then you realize you don't spend money anymore, and then you kind of become isolated in your own private Idaho. And like me, waking up in the morning with a headache, thinking on loop about BadLands Chugs, and then saying to yourself, I wonder if I can do that voice again. Like I was like, I feel like I can really channel his voice. So I just started talking into my recorder just for myself,
yeah
There's
yeah
jackhammers outside. There's babies crying and shit. I'm just losing my shit, and I got a fucking headache. And I'm like, good goddamn, these boys. And there's nothing to talk about. Like, there's nothing to talk about. So like, the Breaking Wind Dialogue Show is some incredible motherfuckers talking about some shit. And I was like, that doesn't sound like. I was like, what is that voice? And I was like, oh. I was like, that's Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac's endorsing the Breaking Wind Dialogue Show. I'm channeling the dead black comedian. And so that got a good 5 minutes of effort. And then the rest of the time was like just uploading it to the thing. What I'm saying is, while I appreciate the compliments, certainly you can chalk up my huge success to free apps and obstinate attitude towards spending money. Did I lose you? Who got lost, me or you? Well, it looks like Mumbles has muted himself. Mumbles, are you back? Well, we've been talking about YouTube content creators. Mumbles, if you can hear me, it looks like your mic is muted. Perhaps. Oh, it's 5:01, so perhaps the German Shepherd is attacking you.
Hello?
Are you being attacked by your German Shepherd at this moment?
No, what did I hit the button by accident?
Yeah, your microphone had a little slash through it, which led me to believe you'd been muted.
No, I thought I saw like a red ring around the emoji. I thought I lost a connection.
Did it look like an O-ring?
Yeah, a red one. So
Yeah,
I started
you kind of have
hitting buttons in a panic.
Yeah, you get triggered when you see O-rings now. It's okay. It's okay. You're safe. You're safe here at the Breaking Wind Dialogue. So
we were talking about something good. I had something good to add too. I forgot what it was.
Well, I just finished my stupid statement, which was, despite your compliments and on the quality of my videos, it just comes from innovating without spending any fucking money, and it's like having no attention span. Minimal effort, maximum return. Well, I'd say minimal effort and minimum return. But getting a yuck out of my buddy is good enough.
I guess my point was like if we were both freed up to where we didn't have to worry about making any income, like just like it just showed up in the mail.
Yeah,
I think we'd be a lot more creative, like have a lot more creative drive and energy.
Well, it's great that we're having this YouTube meeting. I have a feeling this is what is going to be in the title of episode 14. It's something about YouTubers, content creators, and stuff like that. So, like you said, we can get people hooked on our non-existent product. We do generate content.
Yeah,
for sure. We're good at that.
Yeah, we can make a lot of good content, but you know, like we're doing it for free, and
And
then
then,
other people that are already set up to make money on videos,
it's
just
so lame though.
you know, they just have to listen to your video once, and then you know they basically copycat it, and then they're getting you know they're monetizing on your content.
Oh, nobody's copycatting this.
Sure, they just repackage it, you know, like
How do you repackage this? Oh, you just put your own title on it and change the names. I mean,
well, you know, I know for certain that guys like you know, Joe Rogan will like troll the Breaking Wind dialogues
yeah, that's
and
true.
steal its content for his podcast. Like
God, you
usually
know,
he's talking about what we talked about like a day or two after we talked about it.
is that true?
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
I don't listen to
Oh, you trolled me.
yeah.
You trolled my fish right out of the water. Hook, line, and sinker. Well done. See, there's a good example. You know, maybe Joe Rogan needs to endorse this podcast.
Hmm.
I hate this podcast because it's not a podcast. It's a discussion between two dudes. That's another thing. I love calling it dialogues, but the thing is, nobody knows what a fucking dialogue is. It's even hard to spell. You
Yeah.
know, conversation. Yeah, but people trigger. Hey guys, podcast. Hey guys, podcast. So they know what it is. Yeah, Joe Rogan. God, that I haven't listened to that dude in so long.
Hey
And
guys, like and subscribe. Hit that
no,
like button.
the
Hit that
first
like
minute,
button.
ring that ring that bell. What's up, y'all? Hey guys, what's up, y'all? We got before I get to how to make $1,000 off of eBay in 25 minutes, you just got to ring that bell, subscribe to my channel right down below. Point with your finger down below.
Yeah, yeah.
Or oh my god, man, like this shit.
Yeah. I guess you
Who
gotta say it. You really have to say it so the people know to hit the button.
so what the fuck, right? You know that. So this meeting is reaffirming my suspicions that probably to get an audience, one of the best things to do is just submit it to iTunes because they let anybody in basically. And
It's like Netflix, like anybody got a fucking comedy special type of thing.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, you're definitely it's definitely a saturated market. And I don't know how to label this thing either, just for the ease of someone finding it. So I mean, basically, you just got to stumble across this shit, and then. But most of the
Well,
people that I think liked this, they only have 6 subscribers.
yeah, yeah.
And
The fan base is small, but you know
it takes
it's a
time,
strong
doesn't it?
it's a small community, but a strong community.
Yeah, it is strong. We want to make sure we let all those windbreakers out there. Got to let you guys know we're strong.
Yeah, wind is very powerful.
Be like wind.
Yeah.
Break break silently. Be deadly. Fuck. So it's always going to be the same thing with dudes like you and me. Is like we just keep doing what we do until we die, and then posthumously uh, our work is celebrated. Speaking of
Well,
which,
I mean, whatever. I wouldn't mind getting like, you know, getting rich off of doing something like that I enjoy. You know?
how is it? I think it'll be revealed to us at some point. But until then, most important thing for me is just kind of enjoying it. It's fun to update the images. It gives it a different feel, and I've become a better listener through our work together.
Yeah.
My conversations out in the real world have become more focused because when you listen to yourself enough, my God, man, nothing's a better teacher than embarrassment.
Yeah. Know what you mean.
You learn quickly.
Yeah.
Basically, you're your own teacher and student. And it comes down to it. No man is really going to give you information beyond the basics. Everything else is between you and God, so to speak. And
Right.
each person seems to have their own uh, hidden. I don't want to call it talent, but there's a unique something everyone brings. And if you're lucky enough, you can overlap with a McFlurry breath the turd
Yeah.
and just be confused together.
Well, that's always a sign of an active working brain.
When two people come together.
Well, just confusion.
Oh, confusion. Oh, sure.
You
What?
know, that's where our minds are at least working.
I mean, the gas tank is on full with
Yeah.
confusion. I mean, I'm never running empty.
Well, things are confusing by nature, so.
I suppose by nature, and nature has a way of sort of allowing you to be confused, but then with a gentle hand,
Yeah.
often showing you uh, a way out of that confusion until the next confusion arises. But in the mechanization of society as we find it, oh, confusion is going for top dollar. I mean, look at
Yeah, a lot of it falls back on language, So it's
sure, which goes back to our branding the breaking wind show just for shits and giggles. It's fun to play with the algorithm to see what'll be picked up. It's fun
yeah. I
to
got
see. Hmm?
uh got a bunch of Bill Cosby fucking things in my news feed now.
But why? That's what I.
When we made that video last week, I thought we said something about Bill Cosby.
Yeah, I mean, we said some things, and then I got
But
my
yeah,
own little isolation chamber where I'm doing. I don't mention the name, but I've been posting links to the all 13 episodes.
yeah, hashtag Theo.
These things I always get right to the edge of doing something, and I go, "What the fuck do I type?" I mean, the name of the show, and then what else? What do you just put? Pussy, tits,
hashtag,
cocksucker.
hashtag Vanessa.
I just got no idea what to do. It's like,
Yeah, I know. It's
I
like
mean,
every time I have like a cool idea to do something, it's like, all right, I can make the pitch in like one sentence, and then it's
yeah.
like, like the forum will be like, well, how do you hope to achieve that? Like,
It's like
oh,
it's there.
I got to make up some shit now and make it sound like,
Exactly.
fuck.
It's like it's all there in that one sentence. Can't you
Yeah,
feel it?
I keep it plain and simple. It's fucking
And
short and impactful.
yeah, they don't. We don't have a lot of breath to work with here.
Right.
You got, you got no nostrils, and that's all I got is nostrils.
Yeah, my nostrils got burnt off. I'm like that. What's what's his name? Tom Tom.
I don't know. I don't know what
No,
that is.
Dave.
Dave, Tom, Tom. Oh, fucking Dave.
Yeah,
Oh
Dave.
God.
Like, yeah, my nose.
Oh, what? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck, man? The
you know.
stuff is brilliant. It's brilliant. All right. So back on track. Celebrity endorsements will only get us so far. The tags seem to be helping. We've got visually. Looks like I've maxed out with that. And putting shit in the description, putting links.
Yeah, putting links in the description. Hello. Oh man, right on schedule. You got cut
Come
off.
on, dude.
You
Don't.
there?
I'm
Yo,
here. Yeah, I'm here.
right on schedule.
Yeah. Am I coming? I'm coming through.
Yeah, you're coming through.
Thank.
So what were you saying?
Who cares? Chug more drinks faster.
Yeah, what can I chug for the viewers?
Well, there's that
Oh.
sensational thing, right? But now everybody's a fucking smartass doing like kicking themselves in the nuts, uh, throwing cats into bathtubs.
Yeah.
Putting fleshlights on the back of truck
Yeah,
mufflers.
yeah, that's a great video. I love
That
those.
that's minimal effort, maximum return. I
I think,
think Breaking Wind could stand to have some moments like that.
yeah, I think if I like had just filmed my animals for like an hour
Yeah,
or like, a couple hours and just have the voiceover over the video, maybe that would
yeah.
entice
There's something.
to watch, have something a little visual stimuli.
Yeah, that changes the medium, Marshall McLuhan.
It does.
Definitely listening to the radio gives me a warm, cozy feeling. Where when there's video to watch, I kind of hate having to pay attention to the screen. But that
Well,
but that's
nobody's
me.
that's the beauty of being able to not look at the screen and just
Yeah,
listen.
yeah. But as far as visuals go, yeah, a couple acres full of barnyard animals and assorted vegetables and fruits. You just turn the
Yeah,
camera on, and you're gonna get some hijinks.
yeah. I should like film Hank trying to fucking get it wet.
That's what I'm saying. Donkey fucking.
I was watching one of my old videos when I had the fucking the Palm Royal or the Royal Palm turkey, the big white turkey.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
a beautiful boyd.
that guy was like he was like ready to fucking mount the vacuum cleaner that day.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's a shame we're separated by so much space because I think in the free time, if I could just kick it with you on your turf for 2 hours or something,
Yeah.
and just go full autism, and then come back home and lick my wounds. Boy, we could probably get some gems in real time.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
for now, we must be thankful for the tools that the overlords have given us. Because actually, this has turned out pretty well. The quality of these recordings is not bad considering how much effort I put into it. I'm sure shit not going to go buy one of those big fucking giant black cock mics to
Why not?
put in front of my face. Makes me nervous having something that large and dark in front of my mouth.
Yeah.
I don't want to test. I don't want to test myself. What if this sounded really good? Like I've listened just for shits and giggles, man. Which is the second time I've said that. Maybe we should call it the Shits and Giggles show. I'll be
Yeah,
shits. Y'all be
that's
shits and mumbles.
yeah.
Is that what you're doing right now? Are you taking a?
No, I'm looking outside at these animals. All my chickens are on the front porch.
Must mean it's feeding time.
No, I don't know what they're doing. They're just fucking around.
Maybe Hank's trying to fuck them.
No, they're
No.
Hank is in the back right now.
Oh boy. Well,
Look, I was trying to find the tortoise. The tortoise is out in the yard walking around.
he stays local, does he? He doesn't make way. Doesn't dig under the roof fence.
Yeah, he will if you leave him out long enough.
I see.
Yeah, he'll try to get out of the yard. And like the first thing he does is, after he's done eating, he'll just
Make a
walk.
break for it.
He'll just walk the fence, and just keep going back and forth, from one end of the yard to the other, trying to fucking like just. I don't know if it's like he's trying to like keep walking and get away, or
Well,
a few times the neighbors had to like bring him back, like three or four three or four houses down, and it's not like my neighbors are close, Luckily, they saw the fucking thing walking across their yard. I don't.
That's not a
Something.
small animal either.
Yeah, yeah. It's getting. He's getting big.
He'll keep going.
Yeah, I want him to get bigger. I thought he would be bigger sooner, but apparently not.
Patience, my friend.
Yeah,
Patience.
the bigger he is, the harder it will be for him to get lost.
That's a hell of a strategy. Well, all right. Let's have a brainstorming session.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna keep the radio format. We could do some. Nah, but you got your first one off YouTube. No more computers. That's great. All your paintings and stuff. That's great stuff going on there. And then I got a retard channel. And I don't even have anybody subscribed. I'm so tempted to just shut it down because it's just my algorithm. What's that?
What a loser.
It's terrible, man. I feel like a teenager in his room. Those kids actually they get more subscribers. They know how to do this thing.
Yeah, I know.
They're relevant. They can put like an old dirty gym sock on their hand and draw some eyes with a marker on it and do a puppet show. It's a hit.
Yeah.
And here's this old 40-something dude, fucking not even in the least cool borough of New York. Fucking, no, I'm trying to get people to watch my videos, and then there's a 80-year-old man putting Oreos in watermelon holes.
Yeah.
And he cares just a little bit more than I do. But I think he's been doing it since 2005. It's just like a residual buildup, like mildew on a tile or something. He just accidentally grew to that size.
Yeah, well, if you, after you do it for that long, you probably have that many subs too.
That's where I start to get real depressed.
Oh, yeah?
Imagining that.
In 10 years, you'll be eating watermelon on video?
Well, not so much that, but just the whole 10 years aspect. Like, if I'm going to do something for 10 years, it just seems more wise to invest it in something that serves a purpose.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. So, I guess it depends on the setup, Like, if I had a GoPro, like a head cam, I'd probably make a lot more videos, a lot more easy.
I suppose that's true, yeah.
And I'd still be able to do all the things that I wanted to do without being impeded.
Yeah, who's really impeding us, though? There's nothing really impeding us.
Do you want to share every fucking minute of your day,
Oh, God. I'm sharing the best minutes of my day already.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of my day is a fucking slog. Like, I really didn't even think I would have anything left to talk about today. Once I get out there, it just drains me, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
Just visually, it's draining, and then audibly, it's draining, and then people are okay when they're not around. Like I can see them at a distance, they don't really bother me. But when they get up close, it starts to get weird, man. I don't know. I don't know where my fellow man is right now, but it's a weird feeling. I really hope that the social programming whammy comes soon so that I can just kind of breathe free.
Yeah.
Now I know to be better prepared for it, in the sense that I know not to react to anything. Whereas before, what I was 20, probably very early 20s when they took those buildings down, and I didn't really give a shit, quite honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I was getting my dick sucked, I was doing tattoos, I had all the free booze I could handle, I was giving booze away.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, only a dumbass would live in that city anyway. I hope they fly more airplanes into buildings and fucking get this shit over with. Because even at that point, it was, I was no stranger to the insidiousness of mediocrity and retardation.
Yeah.
But it only seems to have gotten worse. More retarded.
Yeah. Well, that's why I had to get out of the city. I don't know if that's the problem that you got. Just being in
Well,
the
it
city.
doesn't help.
No, I can't imagine that it helps at all. But
When somebody farts in the room, it's best to be near a window instead of wedged up right next to another person who's farting.
yeah.
So it's just everyone's just kind of given up on. They've been reprogrammed into a I don't want to say selfish, but pretty much self-centered state, to where they're afraid. Well, I don't know if they're afraid or not, but they certainly don't interact in a face-to-face situation with any sort of humanity that I used to feel. Like back in the city 20 years ago, you see somebody fall down, you'd be like, there'd be a group of guys that would come over and help them up, whoever it was, or there was and it was just, and it was shit then too, but it's such a bizarre Twilight Zone fucking thing with these phones. People walking around with their phones. They really, honestly, the majority of the time, people don't even look above their screen. They just kind of, and they don't sense you until you get into the periphery. And they know, because they've been walking with these phones for so long, they know that there's another person there. So they'll move out of the way a little bit, but oftentimes not enough. And they zigzag on the sidewalk now too. So like walking down the street, you can't even take like a real casual walk down the street. You have to pay attention for other people. And it's the same way with drivers too, because people are always making turns in their vehicles, but they're checking their text and turning at the same time. They're actually looking at their screen while they're turning. And I cross a lot of streets during the day. And here we go.
Yeah, she's chasing the cat.
There we go. You got it. You had a good strategy there. Yeah. A diversion tactic. But
there's a lot of stressful situations down in that fucking environment.
And just being packed assholes to elbows in any environment is not a joy. But there was like the echo of morals or values, or sort of a sense of embarrassment. People are really proud to be stupid now. Like, they're really aggressive. They have no problem branding their image, which is you're number one when you're really bad at something. And it's changed the conversation quite a bit, because embarrassment is not teaching these people.
No.
They're doubling down on poor behavior, and their excuse is, oh, because, everyone behaves like this, so fuck them. And I kind of agree with that, but then that doesn't serve me very well when I say fuck them. But in a sense, fuck them, but I leave them alone. But they just keep stumbling out of the fucking woodwork.
Yeah, they multiply.
Oh my God, they're fucking and sucking and jizzing.
Yeah, all they do is fucking, fuck. That's all they know how to breed.
That's why I support the gays, because they're just jizzing in each other's buttholes and it's just not doing anything. It's a dead end. It's great.
I mean, you got those Mr. Moms that go and get pregnant, the male pregnancies.
Oh, they got those, do they? I don't know. It's like Chelsea is the best neighborhood in the whole city because there's no fucking kids over there because everybody's butt fucking. They don't even want kids. The best gay people I know are like hate to have children. They don't want fucking children.
Yeah.
Like I think it's all made up in the stories. They made up all of this weird sexual stuff.
If they don't make you want the kid, and then like you accidentally have a kid, of course you're not going to be like, I don't want the kid. You're gonna play along. You're gonna play along and fucking raise a kid the same fucking way you were raised.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I don't know. The old school gays had it figured out, man. Like, didn't want nobody to know nothing about them. What are you gonna go jumping out in the streets and fucking saying I'm gay? It's my right to be gay. It's like, all right, man, fucking chill out. Yeah. You can do whatever you want, man. But they get incited to riot. It's like, look at my fucking sweaty cock. And it's like, hey, easy. You have the right to have a sweaty cock. It's just don't put it in my face. I might get hungry.
Yeah.
And then everyone has a right to be an asshole. Women, what happened to women in the last 5 years? They got programmed to act like
stupid men.
Stupid men. It's like, the best thing about being a woman is you're not a fucking man.
Yeah.
And the weakest thing is to you want an outside authority to justify your existence. Like, don't you have enough self-respect? Not just women and gays and trans and everything. It's just fucking stupid people are stupid fucking people.
Stupid fucking bitches used to be queens, never having to fucking lift a finger and leave the house, They just get to stay home and fucking cook and do whatever, raise kids.
Yeah.
And the man did all the fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
But, somehow they got fucking coerced or brainwashed into thinking that they needed, like you said, had to go and have some sort of outside authority give them fucking purpose.
And that's the first red flag that you're getting duped.
Yeah.
It's so clear to me. I mean, my life hasn't been a picnic. Everyone's got their problems and whatever, but I've run into plenty of brick walls. I've had my ass handed to me in so many ways. I've made so many bad decisions that I've tied knots for myself that I've spent years untying. But I've come to the conclusion is like, leave things how you found it. Treat people with respect, and if they can't, handle your presence, just leave them alone. And do best job you can. If you're not good at something, get out of the fucking way. Don't make it more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
And just sit down, fucking shut up, and whatever you're good at, embrace it. And if you're bad at something, it's okay. You're just not good at it.
Yeah,
you're not. Yeah. You don't gotta prove anything to anybody. But
blame people.
Yeah, you can't blame people, and it's like I love to rag on. I don't even think I mentioned the Jews yet for the listeners.
Damn, fucking Jews did it again.
I want to blame them for everything. It's so so tempting. But I can see that's part of the script too, because if you're not, it's just you again. It's you and not being triggered or recognizing when you are triggered to understand how to still yourself. And then if you're in the, like me, I won't say I'm in the wrong environment, but I'm in an advanced class right now where I don't like the fucking homework, but I respect the fact that I put myself here and it's not quite time for me to go. So I actually had to make a deliberate effort to change the way I behave with the environment. And so I just don't go outside unless I'm getting paid. And then I spend the rest of my time figuring out how to get my body unclogged so that when some opportunity does arise to get out of here, lordy, I make a break for it.
But do you like feel you don't feel like you're missing out on anything? Like,
oh man, like what? The museums?
No, I'm just saying, like, actual like experiences.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm missing out on sitting in nature, but I can't do that if I leave the house here. The people I've walked all over every borough in the city over the last 20 years, and I've met some really interesting people from everywhere, and mostly older people. They're all funneled off to the hospitals and euthanasia now. It's really hard to find old people who even talk with you. And then everyone else is sort of like we said the last couple shows. Everyone's doped out on whatever they're eating or whatever drugs they're taking. Prescription medications are basically free now.
Almost, yeah, just about.
Because there's a mandatory health insurance, so everybody's yippity doo dah, get my free drugs. I'm saving a bundle on my meds, but people are giving drugs to their kids. Kids are fucking insane, man, because they're under stress. And I think, as a kid, you can kind of feel when things are fucked up, and you don't have any authority, so you kind of act out one way or another. But then you add dope into the mix, and whatever's in there, people are just fucking drugged out here, man.
Yeah.
And I think that is one of the biggest issues, and that's the biggest disconnect. So I miss.
Here they're hooked on Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. They got Dew mouth.
I got Mountain Dew. Got to do the do.
Dude, don't tell me what to do.
Fucking fucking up here, it's like motherfuckers race to start their lawnmower in the morning. It's like,
oh god,
who's gonna be the first one out fucking mowing? Like fucking.
Do they have the leaf? They got the leaf blowers out there too. That's one of the worst sounds in the world. Fucking leaf blower.
Yeah, I'm listening to my fucking douchebag neighbors, fucking landscapers now.
Oh god, man. It's such shit too, because everyone's forced to go to those big box stores, the Lowe's and the Home Depot.
Yeah.
And there's nothing but this plastic crap shit. Like, if there was one day there'll be some sort of provocation to riot, and there'll be like these pre-programmed revolutions where everyone will be triggered, but they'll have like plastic shitty Chinese rakes. You can't kill nobody with a fucking plastic rake.
Yeah.
Every time it fucking rains here, there's a bunch of shitty broken umbrellas laying all over the fucking ground, jamming up the garbage cans.
Yeah, I have a ton of plastic shit that I just been like piling up. Now I could get away with it, but before, like, the recycling wouldn't like take a lot of the shit. So,
your Home Depot collection?
No, just like plastic shit. Like certain plastics, they don't recycle the same way, I guess.
Yeah. Throw it in there anyway.
Like fucking bucket lid. I don't know what materials what, but Now they have like the robot trucks that the arm just picks the fucking thing up and dumps it, so nobody's actually looking in the can anymore.
There you go.
Now I fucking put everything in there. But yeah, I probably fucking like fill the whole fucking can of with just like plastic shit, like boxes that stuff came in or
Yeah.
packed. Fucking just miscellaneous plastic crap, like
Crap. All of it's just to keep your ass busy
all,
too, just like retard projects.
yeah, it's complete trash, like you can't like
All of it.
yeah, like you leave it outside if it got like cold and you fucking dropped it, it would like shatter.
Oh, and it's the worst. And I mean, straight out the box, a lot of times that shit will be broken.
Yeah.
Like you don't even get the opportunity to use the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, don't worry, just bring it back and we'll replace it. It's like, motherfucker, that's not the point. Build some shit.
Through all the half.
There's no one to blame. It's a disembodied system of shit that was started many cycles ago, many generations ago, and it just pull the fucking trigger already, man. Fucking turn off the internet. You know what's going to happen as soon as we start getting into the double digits of subscribers and we catch some ground. That's when the internet's going to be shut off.
Yeah, that's when they pull the plug.
Yeah. Oh, it would be sweet, man. I'd miss you for sure, but fuck it. No internet. Oh, people are going to lose their fucking minds. They're just going to get in line for whatever it is. Oh, they're going to get their bologna sandwiches out at like the what is it? The Barclay Center downtown Brooklyn and just line up to get their grape drink and fucking mini Pringles can to get through the day. Oh, I'm a victim.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna love that show.
Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, I could definitely get along without the internet.
Are you kidding? It'd be fantastic.
Yeah, but the less you leave the house, the better.
Which is a shame because, like you said, you're missing out on stuff. But when you go out there ain't nothing to do. You're in fucking Satan's domain, man. Like I said,
you gotta go out and fucking rent the jet skis and do shit.
Oh, my favorite pastime. Oh, it's just shit like that. Growing up my whole life, like you said, like there's no better way to put it. Even though there's no outer space, it's like I definitely feel like you came from fucking somewhere else. Like you got jammed into this fucking skin suit to walk around. And I've spent every waking moment of my life just walking around, go, what the fuck? What the fuck? My parents, like, what the fuck? My family went through so many different transitions. I got shuffled around. It's just so everything was so confusing. And at a certain point, you give your parents benefit of the doubt for knowing what the fuck they're doing. Then you get to points like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. You don't know what you're doing, or you're just like, you're bad at that. Like, ooh, you're just embarrassed. And then you move away from that and you're like, God damn, everyone is like acting like worse than my parents. Like they're stupider than my fucking parents are. Yeah. And everybody's just grasping it. What are people doing, man? Just grasping for their next fix. Yeah. Like single women are looking for a man to get married. Then they get married and they hate their husband, so they have a baby. Then they have a baby and that doesn't work out. Then they get a divorce and that kid's fucked up. Come on, man. It's brilliant.
Yeah. Or you have more babies.
Or just keep having babies and like, man, maybe this one will work out.
Yeah, that'll give us something to talk about.
Just a distraction.
More kids will give us more things in common.
Yeah, that'll be the glue. Yeah, that's a good thing to lay on a kid.
Yeah.
Give them the responsibility of holding your shit relationship together.
The kids are the glue of the fucking marriage,
Fucking bass backwards, man.
Yeah.
But, and then it just, people are keep getting squeezed and put under more pressure, but because they don't take accountability for their own behavior, or they can't resist reacting to shit. They just go to the next distraction, just all the way down the slaughterhouse line.
Yeah.
And my whole life, I've been like, what the fuck? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? And then I get berated for not doing it how they're doing it. And then I even, whatever age I am now, I'm on the sidelines and I'm just watching it. I'm like, it's not going to stop.
Who's berating you?
Who's berating me anymore? Nobody.
Oh, okay.
The fucking imaginary Jews in my head. They were the last invisible enemy.
Yeah.
But then I realized I am a Jew. I live in a concentration camp. I'm waiting to be euthanized. And I'm just in a giant eugenics program.
Well, yeah. All of us.
Yeah.
True.
But whatever. What are you gonna do? Meh. Better luck next time.
But yeah. Well, yeah, maybe in your next incarnation, your parents will have the foresight to starve you.
Yeah, hopefully not feed me and leave my dick skin alone.
Yeah, leave your fucking shkablinky alone.
Yeah, man.
Let the dolphins be the midwives.
Yeah, just fucking breathe a star into my heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably how BadLands Chugs was born.
Yeah.
He definitely was born in a lab somewhere.
Chugged, yeah. Some fluid moving quickly past an orifice created such a spark that BadLands Chugs was formed. Yeah.
Oh,
that brings us to the Venturi principle, which I think is something that needs to be explored further.
is that something you can put ice in and drink really fast?
No, Venturi is like kind of like a double funnel type of thing.
Oh, the old double funnel.
Like a Venturi is like a way to move, like to like atomize liquid,
Yes.
or create vacuum. It's with just air movement.
Yeah, I think I've seen some videos like that. They were tying water in knots or something like that.
Yeah. Tying water knots.
This is a huge gap between those conversations and what I see on a daily basis. The practical applications of your Venturi funnel.
Yeah, the Venturi.
Where is the practical application of that in our daily lives?
Well, I think that's kind of what the human heart is. Like it kind of acts like a regulator, like it restricts the flow, so it has like its constant output.
Yeah.
Or like it basically takes like an AC sine wave and converts it to DC.
Makes sense, doesn't it? That's the problem with that. Makes sense.
Yeah, I think like the blood is moving around like an electrical current.
Yeah. Well, that's why you need electrolytes if those exist, you need electrolytes and salts in the current of your blood flow. Keep the electricity going.
Yeah.
It's like when you start one of those devices, all you got to do is flick it with your finger and then it goes on indefinitely. So when you're when your dad put his pee-pee in your mommy's hoo-ha. That's what started the whole thing going. And Mumbles ain't stopped since.
No. No, he
Yeah.
had.
Well, it seems like we got, before we get out of here, help me come up with a title for the episode 14. It's the YouTubers Exposed.
What's that other guy's name? Damn, can't think of his name. Damn, fuck.
What is it? Wait, what does he do? Is he a popular guy?
Well, he does, like, he exposes a lot of those YouTubers and shit, like those, like he breaks down the fucking fake news and shit. Not what's his name? Garba, Bartley, Bartley, Garba, Bartley,
Gerba Bartley.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. No, why do I know that? Where did that come from?
I don't know, but maybe we should steal one of his titles.
No, don't cop out on me here. Help me with the title, man. We can do this. We were born to tube.
Yeah.
We gotta put YouTube in there. YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube has to be in there, right?
YouTube content creator exposed. Chugged fast. How do you put? You put extreme. You put shocking, breaking news.
YouTube. Go back to YouTube.
We're climbing to the top of the charts. What do you say, Joe Rogan? Let's just put something in there that's just. Let's just do what any 15-year-old kid would do. Is just put it out there.
What's that?
Joe Rogan sucks baby cocks.
Where to put that?
I don't know. It's not exactly how I want to present the information.
I would do something like YouTube content creators exposed Chugs.
You just want to put Chugs. You just want to shove Chugs in there, which is. Like I was saying, our branding, we got to work on our branding. We would just change the name to something like Chugs. Chug Show. Like Chuggies.
Yeah.
Or like Mumtards.
Yeah. I don't know. You want to keep thinking about it, or you want me to text you some ideas?
No. Let's do it. Let's do it in real time right now. We can do this. This is how we got to do our homework.
All right, but you definitely want it to reflect what we were talking about.
Well, that's pretty easy. You can pick any word out of the fucking dictionary, and it's going to reflect what we're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what we really.
I mean, it's just like doing an enema and looking in the toilet bowl. It's all there.
Oh, I've been making some very big poops lately.
Good for you, man. I think that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something I do with my brother. I was going to be every so often I'll send them a picture of my poop.
Wow.
Just to say hello.
Yeah, man. Keep the family together.
Yeah.
That's called,
especially if it's one that I'm really proud of.
Oh, good on you, man.
Yeah, but he returns the favor from time to time.
I'm sure. The Mumbles family.
Yeah,
has deep roots.
Yeah.
Well, what's the next Chugs? Like
Uh,
like, here's the pinnacle of success on YouTube. Like it's the combination of Chugs on a jet ski. Right. We need that.
YouTube. Yeah, all right. So the title would be
How about
YouTube Chugs Jet Ski uh, content creator
no
warning.
warning? Not safe for
Yeah,
work.
yeah,
Yeah, maybe
warning.
we need to put as a warning.
Mm.
Uh,
Flat.
sh-
Put flat Earth in there too. I think.
you think flat Earth?
I think that I don't know. You think that ship sailed? Like like
Yeah, I think it's just going to get a bunch of what we really don't want.
yeah, just go
Whoa,
bunch
who's
of purple pill eating people.
basically?
Yeah.
Well, just a bunch of fucking whiners that just get stuck on regurgitating what they. I don't know. It's like a
They
creative.
heard Hogan say, or what they heard Alex Jones say.
Oh my god!
Mm.
So he's not on the internet anymore.
Who?
Alex Jones?
Oh
Did he?
no.
Yeah, I don't know. Did he get kicked out? We don't know anything.
I don't know. I don't.
Who's a black comedian? Dave Chappelle?
Yeah,
Can
Dave
you
Chappelle.
can you do a Dave Chappelle impersonation?
Yeah.
All right, let me hear it.
I was trying to think of a Dave Chappelle line.
I can't think of anything either.
Mm,
Oh well, I put you on the spot there. I'm so sorry.
dude.
I'm running out of black comedians that I can impersonate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I-
I used to have a good Chappelle line too. I mean, I'm sure it's offensive because I'm white, so I'll probably be taken.
yeah, that's the. I've always had fun with that word until things changed.
Chinese, Chinese, Japanese, Korean. Hey, sing. Jin Chong Chang Chang. I can't understand you. Go back to your country. Breathing all the white man's air. White power.
White power. Breathing all the white man's air. Oh, I always love when he pleaded the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 5, fifth.
Yeah.
That's terrible. We resorted to fucking regurgitating sound bites from the last funny thing on television.
Yeah, the last funny thing I could poorly recollect.
All right. Well, since we're on the topic of celebrity endorsements and this contrived conspiracy culture that comes from the same mass media that just hands shit down to people to keep them busy, Dave Chappelle, did he start taking human growth hormone to become? Is this what happens when you cross over? And you're given a choice if you want to continue to present media to
Yeah, I mean,
the population. You get the secrets of dead baby goo.
it could be. I mean, I think some of the speculators, speculate that it's like a replacement, like they swapped them out with the lookalike.
Yeah,
And,
there's always that.
or it's like his clone. Well, yeah,
That
the
clone shit
genetic,
is such cheese
the,
bait.
the genetic, like growth hormone and shit.
Because so many of these celebrities, like these little wiry dudes, like Will Smith. I mean, it's not just black dudes, but it's like generally these guys that will go from like waifish little frames they'll hit a certain part in their career where shit jumps off and they become these muscle bound dudes, and it's not like anything I've seen anyone in my real life do. So it's like it's probably some sort of goo.
No, it's possible that they. I mean, if once you got money, you could buy the best nutritionists and the fucking diet coaches and have all your fucking meals fixed for you. And
I know, which is so.
Your trainers fucking fix your diet to bulk you up. I mean, you just.
Yeah, it could be that's it. Get tired of being a little skinny dude all the time.
Yeah, they drink their fucking protein drinks, and they probably take anabolic steroids and drink fucking crow milk and stuff. But
I mean, dude was already crazy rich and he still stayed skinny. It just seems that it's just such a common thing. It's always been weird to me. Their jawbone changes, their whole body frame changes, and like I get it. You get money, you eat better, but then you have this stupid like dichotomy, which is like they all die at 69 years old. You telling me fucking David Bowie with all his money and shit, or that Prince who's doing like jumping jacks playing guitar with his balls, he's just dying.
Yeah.
I mean,
just like they kill off the character, right?
And well, exactly. Well, I mean, the first time was when you talk about the power of language. You take the name that you're doing business as, you take the DBA, and then you turn it into a fucking symbol. That's one way to wrangle it away. That was kind of a cool maneuver.
Yeah.
But if that doesn't work,
yeah, and then
you got to turn into a woman. You got to kill yourself and go Dave, which is one of the most brilliant performances ever. I've given Michael Jackson a lot of credit for being a creative and talented performer. But man, that fucking Larry King episode where he went Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Well, I just like like Dave. I think Dave was real at one point.
No, Dave is a real person. That's how they do it. They have a person that's the real person. But
I think the real one probably died.
No, the real one died after the fact. After Michael Jackson died, or moved on.
Right, like Michael Jackson just assumed Dave's identity.
Yeah.
When Dave, like the real Dave died.
Yeah, there you go. Or maybe the real Dave didn't die, and it's in the contract where you go get to hang out with your best friend Michael Jackson on whatever Dave Island.
Yeah,
and maybe. You both. It's a strange. It's a strange predicament. I can't imagine growing up in that kind of culture. All the bizarre opportunities that may arise.
Yeah, and just think about all the things that we don't actually know about. These are just the things that we're allowed to see.
Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, things we don't know about.
I still get a kick out of anybody that likes to quote William Cooper and
oh yeah, man,
behold the pale horse and stuff like that. Like you really think Barnes and Nobles would carry that fucking bullshit if it was real?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the only real shit you're gonna get is down on 42nd Street back in the 1980s. Like some weird Jewish guy is holed up. He's got newspapers stacked up from floor to ceiling, and he's got Xerox copies of everything from Aleister Crowley's 777 to how to turn your telephone into a healing device. Those shits don't make it to Random House and Amazon.com.
Yeah.
Well, I think we got it. Hyper realistic shills.
Hyper realistic shills. Yeah.
I think I just coined that.
Realistic shills. Chugs.
Chugs, you love a chug. All right, we'll put the hashtag Chugs in there. Just we got it. We'll make a link to the Chugs.
Yeah.
We'll go on the Chugs forum, wherever that is. We'll go on some Chugs comments. You can do that on your broken phone, right? Just put some
Yeah, I
links. Just like,
can go fuss.
hey, like, hey, go stir the hornet's nest, man.
Hey, you guys are talking about you. You better do like a
Response
fucking,
video.
yeah. You better do a
Okay.
breaking winds response video.
Okay, I got it, man. I think we're ready for the next episode. Episode 15 is just going to be pure provocation. We're gonna pick a target, someone with an audience, and we're just gonna go at it, and we're just gonna shit on them,
and wait for retaliation.
and just keep hitting it until we get the response that we deserve. It's basically just going to be like audible hate crimes. They're going to be so entertaining that you just can't deny it.
Cyberbullying.
Yeah, cyberbullying. That's it. Cyber chugging. Chug bully.
All right. So, yeah, we got a game plan.
All right. So that's the next time we got to pick somebody. And we kid because we love. We're not hateful people. But, you know, on YouTube, it's kill or be killed. Chug or be chugged. Fucking, this is fucking useless. What a great way to keep the goyim from fucking finding you and cutting your head off, man.
Yeah.
We're fucking we're chugged. Well, I guess that's where we're at.
Yeah.
I guess I'm looking forward to the next episode. Who do we want to do next episode? We gotta give him a cliffhanger. Chugs, just because it's so much fun.
Well, I'm sure we're gonna mention Chugs, but
we gotta focus. We gotta put our laser vision attention on one. We could pick anybody. We can go from Mark Sargent and the Sweet Potatoes. You want to just go start? You want to start at the top of the list?
But like Patricia CIA steer?
Yeah, just go for the low hanging fruit, the old school stuff, like stuff that we already know about. You want to go? I don't know. Lord Stephen Christ doesn't have enough of an audience.
Well, he does, but I kind of like the guy.
Yeah, in a way. I mean, he's a great performance artist.
What about the NASA channel?
Oh man, that guy actually scares me. You ever see any of his acting where he's running down the middle of a moving train, like chasing after some guy?
Well, like the MTV show when he was playing like that queer.
Oh yeah, they already busted him so many. They're all like not busted, but all this stuff is media journalism tie-in. Conspiracy, provocation. Conspiracy is such a fucking waste, man.
Yeah.
It's like such a dead end, and it's the best way to describe what this stuff is. But like when you get into when people think it's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's just such a waste. But boy, there's a lot of something. There's a lot of attention a lot of eyeballs there. But yeah, trolling is so much fun. Did you ever hear of that guy call himself Tim Osman? Back in the day, he'd hit all the flat Earth. Hit all the flat Earth.
Bin Laden, you mean?
No. The guy, this troll, this flat Earth troll, back 4 years ago. He called himself Tim Osman.
Yeah.
And, he would hit all of those conversations and just irritate both sides of the conversation. He's a really funny guy. But he probably killed himself by now. I don't want to follow that format.
Yeah.
But he wasn't a real dude either.
Oh, no?
But he had the script. He knew what was going on, so he was able to fucking just piss off people who were really taking it too seriously, like really trying to build up their
Yeah.
They're
I know who we can go after. Alex Jones.
yeah. And doesn't everybody go after Alex Jones?
Oh.
And isn't he
Oh.
already gone?
Is he?
Or Joe Rogan? That's
He's
boring.
gone.
No. I mean, I don't even think Alex Jones puts out content. I already got kicked off Twitter, got kicked off YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he said that Sandy Hook wasn't real or something like that. That was the excuse. And then who was the guy that didn't exist? David Posner, the father of the non-existent
Yeah.
Noah
What about
Posner, all that stuff.
what about if we go after Hiroshi?
Hiroshi, that Japanese guy.
Hiroshi Hayashi.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that guy.
No, I know. I like that guy. That guy's pretty cool.
Who
That
else
guy's
we
a
got? You going
I
through
don't
your
know.
plate?
I'm looking through my news feed to see like, who's deserving
What do
of
you? Yeah, what do you get when you type in like flat Earth? Who
flat earth,
hot potatoes?
flat earth asshole.
Oh man, those people are
That was a fucking he's annoying as shit, that guy.
all of those fuckers are annoying. They're
Uh,
already such fake people anyway, but it's like once we get into the groove of picking it apart, it'll be.
flat earth and other hot potatoes. Oh, she hasn't put out a fucking thing in like a few months.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, what is this? 2 days ago, 1 week ago.
They're so fucking boring too. They sit around, guys, not creative people at all, and somehow put out all that content.
It's like, yeah, her and Mark Sargent, and
Let's see, Joe Rogan. Everybody thinks Eddie Bravo's the big flat Earth hero.
yeah,
What a man! That's just too jokey.
yeah. I don't
Okay, what?
know.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah, you
going
quoted it.
at it's like going after a wily coyote or
Yeah,
something. It's like it's not a real character. It's not a real person. Who's in? How do you get to the number one? What's a PewDiePie? What does that even mean?
that's a song.
Is that a guy?
Yeah, isn't that the song that
We don't fucking know anything.
play it?
No, it's not a song. It's a guy.
Party Pie?
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie?
Yeah, he's got like 96 million subscribers. Well, you know less than I do.
Well, I thought there was a song about him.
I don't know. How do you how do you use this thing? God, if they shut this thing down, it'd be so awesome. The worst part though is they're just gonna blame some like nerdy white guy that looks like me for shutting down the internet. And they're gonna go on a wild goose chase. And everybody's gonna say, "Hey, you look like that guy." What is that fucking guy? That Snowden character.
Yeah.
I believed that at the time too. Followed all that drama.
Tyler Clementi.
What the fuck is Tyler Clemente?
That was Snowden's fucking. Uh, Before he played Snowden, he played Clementi.
Really? Is there videos of that?
Yeah, that fucking fag that killed himself on the internet about because he was getting bullied.
Oh, wait, what? What is that? I've heard of that, but it's
It happened like I don't know, probably like 10 or 12 years ago maybe it happened
didn't he kill himself on the James Fetzer show or something?
I don't know.
We're gonna learn what happened that day in Dallas when the President Kennedy was coming around the corner. We're gonna take a look. No, that guy.
That Tyler Clementi guy was like, or like his roommate, his college roommate, like had the webcam on or something, and it like streamed like the guy and his boyfriend having gay sex. So he was so embarrassed he killed himself. But you know, it was just like for charity, just so you could have slush fund. But that's the same guy that became what's his name?
No.
Edward Snowden or Eric Snowden.
Tyler Clementi that's him.
Yeah, that's Edward
Same
Snowden.
character.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What do we do with this?
That could be the title. That could be the title of the show.
Breaking news from 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's the problem. By the time anybody fucking realizes what happened, it's already 10 years.
It happened. It doesn't matter. That's right. The policies are already instigated that were meant to be instigated, or the programming has been sent out. So you've changed your paradigm.
Yeah, but now, like, think of like, okay, what was revealed in these so-called leaks, and why was I given this either disinformation or real information? Why would they want me to know these things or believe these things?
Yeah.
You know,
that's the real game right there.
Yeah, and people are still like taking the information that was supposedly leaked and like, using that to perpetuate, their agendas,
Yeah,
but it's
exactly. It's that
all bullshit, right back to like the Bill Cooper bullshit. It's all bullshit.
It's all bullshit. No, that's what I love about kind of just resting in the idea that, well, it's just stories. And then when they give you the stories, you read between the lines. Either don't pay attention is the best thing to do.
Yeah.
But if you stumble across it,
yeah,
they usually only give you two choices to choose from, and then they force you to fit into that this or that sort of thing. And people are so stupid; they're not critical thinkers.
You read it as face value, and you stay in la la land, or you read between the lines and you see what they're really saying.
And and the best you can do at that point is just speculate. But when you see the trend, it's enough to keep your head above water, so that you don't fucking drown in the sea of bullshit fatigue.
Yeah.
Because, it's exhausting when you pay attention to it.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's entertaining. I mean, I still like watching like movies just to like analyze them and stuff. But
I hear you. I can, in the right frame of mind, do that.
Only ones that I've seen before that I like, Well,
that's the best way to do it, because you get a kick out of realizing you didn't see it the first time, and you're like, now I see it. How did I not see that before?
Mm-hmm.
You can really understand like this, how lost people are with the fucking Mandela effect shit. Like they really,
it's so fucking stupid, all that shit.
They really can't fucking grok the fact that their memory can be triggered one way or another, or it's just so fucking stupid. And people get lost on that shit. They get lost on that shit for real, and that's where they stay, because it's like and it's all rooted. The common thread that runs through all that, it's all media based. So it's not like something in real life. Mm-hmm. It's all something that's in an advertisement or a logo or a movie or expression. There's it's sad, man, because I see some like intelligent people get on a rant on some of these channels. Not much anymore, but then they'll start chewing on that Mandela bone, and I'm like, oh my God, maybe that's what we need to do. Mandela effect, Joe Rogan's Mandela effect exposed.
Just like Remember there was one with about the fascises. Is that how you say it?
The Fascuses? Oh, the fasci, the fucking the music box
Yeah, right. You saw that one, right? They thought it
God
was like,
damn, yeah,
you know,
dude.
everybody was like, "Oh man, look at how elaborate these hoaxes and tricksters are, and like hiding this weapon right in plain sight." You know? I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's like
it's a box rats. Like you can hear it fucking playing. Like you can hear it playing in the fucking video. You fucking idiot.
even I saw you make a comment on some board somewhere. Maybe it was on Roman's channel when you know, God bless Romans,
Yeah.
wherever you are, brother. I hope it's got windows and uh,
Missed you,
uh
buddy.
yeah, man, definitely right. Uh, but there was some comment in one of his videos. Some guy said something, and you said, "Oh, while you're here, I'd like to see if you retracted your comment about the fasci that's clearly a music box." And to this day, I think radio silence on response to
Yeah.
that comment.
Yeah, but I tracked down. I found the original content that the original uh, poster of that content.
Yeah, that was Captain Kirk, right?
No, Captain Kirk copied it from somebody.
I see.
I I corrected that person, and he actually did a follow up video.
I think
And
I saw that. Yeah, yeah. And
he
it's like,
corrected it.
and nobody cared, but people kept perpetuating it, and then it was like once mystery solved, nobody cares. But then it's the whole thing. Where did this fucking shit start? The people focusing
Yeah,
on this fucking. It's just. This is where I am at a loss for words at all times. When retardation hits a certain level, my my my
yeah,
my
yeah.
my brain melts. It's like because you can look
Well,
at mud flood stuff. You can get into the mud flood stuff, and then you
they put these rose-colored fucking glasses on, so they fucking they're seeing the shit that they want to see. You
man,
know?
it's pure NLP shit too. Like a lot of these things where seeing what you want to see. If you have someone who's talking in a certain cadence, and a lot of these, what are they? They'll analyze topography, and they'll look at some of these quote unquote ancient ruins or whatever. They'll put it on the screen, but they'll have a little stick that they're pointing at these details with on the screen. And if you watch these videos where they're tapping the stick on the screen or they're pointing at something, they're making a circular motion. It puts you into a hypnotic state. It's not neuro linguistic programming, but it's
Yeah.
God, what is it called? Focal training, something or other. But it's basically the
Yeah.
same thing. And it's this rhythmic shit. And so many channels either use neuro linguistic programming or these visual tactics, which a lot of those hand signs that people attribute to Freemasonry and whatnot are a lot is neuro linguistic programming triggers as well. You'll see preachers do it a lot of times. Yeah, you watch any of those popular preachers, you'll see them do all that shit.
Testify.
Testify. Oh, that gives me an idea of something to post later on my channel. I got a preacher man. I got a convict. It's not a friend at all, but I knew a guy that was watching over him in a penitentiary, and he's a prison guard, and he took a mini cassette recorder to work one day and interviewed this guy who had killed his stepfather. His stepfather was a preacher, but this preacher was beating his wife, which happened to be this convict's mother. And this convict was a 16-year-old boy at the time.
Come on, bro.
And this preacher came home, and the boy chained his stepfather to the toilet and beat him to death with a Bible.
Uh-huh.
and got some classic footage and on the audio tape, and I made a song out of it. So anyway, I look forward to that while I chug down 99 ounces of ice cold strawberry Mountain Dew. Let me tell y'all, brain freeze is a real thing. Brain freeze is a real thing, y'all. Fuck, I'm tired, man. These breaking winds leave me
Depleted. All right. Well, let's call it there, and we'll do it again on the next one. You know.
And look, man, the next
I mean,
one
we already went 2 hours at least.
we're gonna go hard on who are we going hard on? We're going hard on Chugs.
I don't know.
I like the guy.
Yeah, I don't want to pick on anybody. I'm not.
I'm not. That's not my style either.
Yeah.
And then everything else is like a cartoon character. Like, what's the point on picking on him?
Well, I don't know.
They got nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll find a different topic. I'll try to write something between now and I don't know.
Nah, don't bother.
Whenever we're free again.
Well, good luck with your wood and your floor. Your painting's looking good. I'm enjoying watching you flat foot across your canvas.
Yeah.
And don't lose your tortoise.
Yeah, I gotta go get him now.
Getting away.
Yeah, I see him. I see him in the front yard. So.
All right, we'll go get him.
Yeah.
You best put your Blags on. Well, thanks for another episode, my friend. This is United States of fucking whatever and Mumbles Undertone.
Mumbles, Retarded, Undertone, McFlurry, Ghost. You
can hear the calories burning away with every word.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, everybody. No.